For today's video, we're going to take a look at the Homebase status report, and like always, I'll leave a link to it in the description if you want to go check it out. So the very first thing they mentioned is that the Winterfest season will conclude on January 24th. So you're going to want to complete your Frostnite, Holly Jolly Ransom, and Venture Challenge quest before January 24th. Anyways, as for this week, starting on December the 4th at 7 p.m. Eastern, the Merry Melee Challenge is going to return to Frostnite. And for this challenge, ranged weapons are frozen solid in the Merry Melee Challenge. You and your allies must rely on melee weapons for this challenge. And once you complete the challenge, you're going to get a unique banner as well as the Frostbite Sniper. And I'm going to be honest, I don't consider the Frostbite to be one of the best snipers in Save the World because it doesn't really deal a whole lot of damage compared to some other snipers. But yeah, those are all the perks that you can put on it. And here's what it looks like. And again, you'll be able to get this from the Merry Melee Frostnite Challenge that'll be available on December 4th. So if you don't have it, I would say go ahead and get it, at least for the collection book, but I wouldn't really recommend wasting your re-perk on it. Black Knight Garridan's also going to be returning this week, but he's going to be available in the event store. Since he's a mythic, he'll most likely cost 3,200 gold. But yeah, there's his abilities, and for his perks, he increases hardware impact. And it can also make your Going Constructor trigger kinetic overload. And again, just like with other mythics, you also get a team perk. And the team perk you get from Black Knight Garridan is called Kinetic Overdrive, which makes your kinetic overload occur an additional time. So you get 2 kinetic overloads instead of just 1 whenever it triggers. And I do use them sometimes for hardware melee loadouts, but I don't really use them that often. But I would still recommend getting them because, like I said, not only do you get him, you also get a team perk, and he is pretty decent when it comes to hardware melee weapons. And we're also going to get 2 free Art Deco Llamas this week, and they're going to be available until December the 9th at 7 p.m. So all you have to do is just log in sometime this week and get those 2 free Art Deco Llamas. Speaking of Art Deco, we've already reviewed every Art Deco weapon and hero. So if you'd like to know more about them, be sure to check out those reviews in the description. And that's everything you can expect to see this week. They also told us what we can expect to see next week. Next week, we're going to get a new Frostnite Challenge called Ride the New Wave Holiday Challenge. And this is going to begin on December the 11th at 7 p.m. And the description that came with it said, the horde is getting restless and waves keep coming. Eliminate them all to advance, but be warned, there's nowhere to hide. And once you complete this new wave holiday challenge, you'll be given Jingle Jess as a reward. And this is a hero I would definitely recommend getting and maxing out, because in my opinion, she's one of the best Teddy heroes in Save the World. But yeah, there's her abilities, and her standard and commander perk increases the duration of Teddy. So if you don't have a hero with Bear With Me, then you're definitely going to want to try to get Jingle Jess from the new wave holiday challenge next week. But yeah, that's what Jingle Jess looks like without her hat on. I'm pretty sure we've reviewed her. I'll leave a link to that review in the description. Anyways, Ice Queen's also going to be returning next week, and she's going to be available in the event store. And here are her 3 abilities. And her standard perk increases damage against frozen enemies, and her commander perk does the same thing, but it also makes her Seismic Smash freeze enemies for 2.75 seconds. I don't really use her that much, but I do use her whenever I use weapons that freeze the enemies, like the Blizzard Blitzer, for example. Or if I'm playing with Sub-Zero Zenith, who can freeze enemies with his sniper, I may throw her in his support team. But I don't really use her that often, but I would still recommend getting her. And again, she's going to be available in the event store, and since she's legendary, I assume she's going to cost 2,800 gold. And the last thing we're going to get next week is the Coco 45 pistol. And this is also going to be available in the event store. We have already reviewed this one. I'll leave a link to that review in the description as well if you'd like to go check it out. I wouldn't consider it to be one of the best pistols, and I don't really use it that often. But if you haven't gotten it already, I would recommend getting it at least for the collection book. And that's all we're getting next week. They also briefly went over the new starter pack, but we've already done a video going over that. I'll leave a link to that video in the description as well. But yeah, that sums up everything that was in the Homebase status report. I hope y'all found the video useful, and thanks for watching.